had one of you ask me about how I brush my teeth. What is the process that I go through to brush my teeth? Well, it's a little bit different than it was like 4 or 5 years ago when I first showed. Way back when I first started my channel, I was showing, oh, this is how I wash my hair. This is how I brush my teeth. You know, I was wanting to instruct you and show you how I do it. And I thought I was the expert back then, right? Well, I've tweaked a lot of things, and I had thought what I'm going to do is start pretty soon on the second edition of How to Live in a Minivan by Minivan League. Yeah, how to live in a minivan. So I'm going to go through the whole process. I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and I'm not going to, I'm not actually going to brush my teeth, but I'm going to show you and how I pull everything together for it. Okay, first of all, in the front, I'm going to get my wastebasket and my water jug. It's a nice little package, and it slides really easy. That's why I have it here. And I pull it about to here. Then what I do is I keep my tray here. It goes in pretty easy. It's just enough space for it. I've tweaked my minivan in such a way that it works. After all this time, if something like stops working, I will tweak it again. Yeah, if I add something new into my minivan. So if you're new at being a nomad, a van dweller, just know that you're going to learn. It's a process. It really is. So I just kind of pull this out, put it down here. What I like to do now is I buy cheaper paper towels. It's not the cheapest, but I think it's great value. I find them to be strong enough, and they're a lot cheaper. I mean, Bounty is almost like buying silver and gold. Yeah, they're so expensive. Okay, so 3 sheets, 1, 2, 3, and it fits right there. Those are just those little things that make van life, so much more comfortable. It's a good comfort. Yes, I'm in my comfort zone on this. So I got this down here. Let me put this down, and I think we'll put some light down here. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so now you can see down here. Now, I've got my thing of water, my wastebasket. I'm going to pull it just a little bit closer. In here is where I keep, and I've added something on. This really makes a difference. Do you like my bin still? See, when you got the lights on, these lights, it kind of shines. Yeah, it makes for more lighting, actually. Okay, I bought this at Walmart, $1.20. It's a nice glass, and it's thick. I wanted to get it thick so it wouldn't break, like if it was clanking together. But it was $1.29, a glass. There you go. So what I do, this is heavy. It's really full. Yeah. So I only pour that's all I need, about that much water. Splish splash, I was taking a bath all on a Saturday night. Whoops. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I got to do. I can tell already. I have to tighten this up. There. I'll tell you, it's really a lot of work to get this off now. When I go into Walmart to get water, I'm like, I almost want to have some guy. Well, I'm like, can you get this? Yeah. But it's good for my muscles. Okay, so let me put this, I've got this handy. I got these toothbrushes at Walmart. It's in the little travel section where they have little containers of things like lotion, stuff like that. Max turned me onto these. But I like it because I can keep it in a container. If I just set it in here, it might get kind of wet in there, and I don't like that. So, and it's got a little holder. There you go, holder. So what I do is I put some toothpaste on, not a lot. Don't use a lot if you're in a van because you don't have a sink to be rinsing off. So I'm brushing. Now, if you really open your mouth up, you might have, pew, pew, you know, little teeny droplets go pew, pew. You know, like the wall behind your sink. You know, you have to wipe that down every once in a while. Well, here in front of me when I'm doing it, right? Or even back here. So, yeah, I don't like, maybe this one right there. Yeah, I don't want it to go flying. So I'm just a little bit more careful. If you really want to be careful, like I could go like this. Yeah, so if it's going to hit anything, it's going to hit this, and I can wipe it off. Never thought of that before. Just thought of that right now. And so you brush and brush and brush and brush. Here's where, when you brush your tongue, here's where it can really go flying. So sometimes when I brush my tongue, I really do this. Or what I do is I have this handy, and I just have it here. You know, it's just paper towels in there and stuff. There's not like food garbage or anything, and I really brush it. But you really got to stick out your tongue, and you really got to brush. I'm a tongue brusher, and I like a clean tongue. You can tell when people don't brush their tongue real well. It's all white, and you think, oh my gosh, like how much bacteria is on that? It's just sitting in there. Ooh, and it's got to be it can't be good for your teeth either. But yeah, you gotta like you want a pink tongue. It's pretty pink. I did it earlier this morning, yeah. And I brushed it. Okay, so now I've got this. It's got toothpaste on it. What I'm doing periodically is, in fact, I just kind of leave it down here. What I do is sort of like, pew. That's why I keep it close. Pew. And I'm spitting in here, okay? Then what I do is take a little, spit it in, okay? So just go step by step, because if you want to know how I do it. Then what I do, the rest of this, that's why I have it in here, is I clean my brush this way. Now, before what I was doing is I had that, it was 5-year guarantee spray bottle. It was awesome. I got to get to a Home Depot again. See if they still have it. It finally went bad after 8 years. It went bad. So it went 3 years over. So, but what I used to do is take my thing and over here, and I would spray it, and it was such a good spray. It's such a good sprayer. And it would just, and then I would just, you know, then put it back. Put it back. Now, what I used to do, instead of spitting in here, way back, I used to get like little juice. I used to buy little juices just for the bottle. And I would spit in the bottle. I remember seeing that on Cheap RV Living, Bob Wells videos. Somebody would using that. So I did it. But, you know, then you have to like, if you don't have another juice bottle, you got to wash it out. And then you're carrying around this spit. No. I changed this. Sometimes I dump this twice a day. And so I just put it in here. I spit in my wastebasket. It's a nice wastebasket, don't you think? Oh, handles. These fit perfect. Yeah. And I keep it here. So what I do is I finalize everything with this. It's kind of expensive. Deep clean. And what I do is I drink it right out of here. I take just a little bit. So I like to conserve it. It's expensive. Well, I gotta go a little bit longer, but you don't want to see me do the whole thing, do you? No. Let's get this just right. There we go. Yes. Okay, so I got the sun coming through. I'm probably going to have to... it's early morning. I've got the sun coming in. Woo! There we go. So, that's what I do. And then what I do is, this didn't get dirty much at all. This didn't get anything on it. So I just fold it back up and put it here and park it in my little bag right here. And then I put my tray away and I'm done. I didn't make a mess and I got my teeth done. I mean, it went through the whole process explaining, but you know, obviously it doesn't take very much. I do, you know, I brush my teeth a couple times a day. So it's a process. There's a lot to do living in a van. You can't just walk in. I can't just walk into my bathroom, pull my thing out, turn on the water. Now I got to go through this whole process, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. I made some tea. I'll share. There you go. Cheers. I've got a wonderful letter. I want to share this with you. It really is good. So don't go anywhere and watch it all the way through. Okay. And please subscribe. Okay, this is from Celestial Hope 111. Okay, I think there's 4 ones. She says, down to 15 days, Lee. Turn in my key the 15th. Wow. Going to have to stay in the Midwest. So trying to winterize. Got my towels down. LOL. Yeah, she's got her towels down. I'm telling you, it is a wonderful thing just to use towels, because you can take them out and shake them and put them back down, and it's like you vacuumed. Yeah. She says, I love this. Excuse me. Going to Urban Nestle. Ooh, I love that. In a nearby interstate town with a Planet Fitness and lots of businesses for gig work. Yes. A little nervous, but no choice. Can't afford rent and time to work and save for my own place someday. Thanks for all the info, lessons, and advice. I'm about to find out if I'm as tough as you. I'm sure you are. And all the others out there. I'm so grateful and feel especially blessed to have my van. Yes. And have learned so much from you and others. God bless. Yes. Okay, so Celestial Hope, you're going to winterizing your van, and you're going to stay in the Midwest for the winter. Wow. I really want to hear more about it as you go. I really do, because I think that is awesome. I really do. I mean, I did it too, but there was a lot of time where I was actually in my daughter's at the time. But yeah, I mean, I was in the winter also. You just have to, you know, something I would suggest, Celestial, is to get that heated jacket or the heated vest. The heated vest would be best, because when you're in here, you don't want to have a big bulky sleeves on, but get the vest, and it really warms you up well. And yeah. So that way, if you really do get cold, you're going to keep your organs, which is the most important thing. There's a heater in the neck area, a heater in the back area, and a heater in the pockets that you can hang on to. There's little things you hang on to just to warm them up if you need to, right? So I would suggest doing that and get that if you can afford it. And I have another question that goes along with it, so I really would like to hear. So this sort of goes with it. I wanted to talk about this. This is from Camp Goer 1. Camp Goer, okay. Hey, Lee, I know when I go to Quartzsite in my RV, I'm hesitant to use the propane heat. When it gets down in the 50s and colder, do you wear a hat at night? Okay. Well, and this would be for Celestial Hope too. It probably is a good idea. I would suggest, here's Celestial Hope's suggestion again for you, is that you get the minus 25 or even minus 35 Teton sleeping bag. Get a wide. You don't want one that's a mummy or something like that. It's too confining. But get yourself a sleeping bag so you can crawl in it when you need to. As far as a cap, I wear this every night. it's a satin lined cap. Satin, looks shiny. And it's got a little, I can adjust so it's not too tight or anything. I can adjust it, and it's washable. And I wear this at night to protect my hair. Now my hair I just washed it at the shower, and I kind of scrunched it up. I just felt like I wanted it to be the scrunchy look, right? But it is protecting my hair. So I wear this at night. As you get older, your hair can get damaged really easy. Yeah. So, young hair, you got the big, nice, thick hair follicles on it, protecting it. But as you get older, and if you color your hair or did color your hair, it can get delicate, okay? And, yeah, it's unusual to have long hair in your 70s because it gets damaged and people just give up on it and they just, cut it. They cut it short. I'm going to just have long hair as long as I can. Somebody had mentioned once that, my hair looks so dry. Actually, if the ends are thinner, that's because I started wearing my cap a year ago. And, about a year and a half ago. So this hair down here is older hair. And it'll eventually, I trim it like every couple months. And this person had recommended I need to trim my hair and stuff. Well, I'm 71. I mean, to have long hair at 71, it's a big deal. It really is. You think, oh no, but most older people have short hair. Has anybody noticed that? Or you have long gray hair and you never curled it. And I applaud you. You never colored it. I mean, you never colored your hair. So you have nice, thick, long gray hair. And actually, I think it's gorgeous. I really do. I really love that look. But I did start coloring my hair at a certain age, and I've been doing it ever since. So it does make it a little thinner. It makes it a little bit more delicate. Okay. So with that said, you asked me a question. Let me answer this. That's what I wear at night. Do you use a small heater of some sort? I used to use a small Mr. Buddy heater, right? Mr. Heater, the little buddy. And I don't even know if they sell the golf cart one. Don't get that one. Don't get that one. Just get the regular one with the stand to it. You'll understand when you go on Amazon and look. Don't get it. If you're in a minivan, don't get a big one. But if you're in a ProMaster or a trailer, a big Mr. Buddy heater is fine. Yeah, just be careful. You don't want to put it near anything that could go up in flames. And as far as using a heater in propane, you want to crack your window. And you don't have to crack it that much, maybe about that much. You just want some oxygen to flow through. Well, I used to use one of those and I don't anymore. I got rid of it. It's just bulky trying to carry it around. What I do is I have my heated vest or heated jacket. I wear warm clothes. And if I really need to, I turn on my car heater. But I've mentioned many times, don't let it run for a long time, because what happens is the exhaust can come up under your car because you're not moving. You're not flowing it behind you, and it can accumulate under your car and then start seeping in. A vehicle is not a sealed system. People say, oh, well, you need to contain you. Aren't you going to suffocate in there? No, it's not a concealed system. It's not a contained system. No, it's not sealed. Obviously, and that's good, because if you were driving and your windows were shut, you would die from lack of oxygen, right? So, yeah, but just crack your window a little bit. But I don't use it anymore. I don't carry those anymore. I really don't. I don't want any. I don't want to carry that around. When you make your tea or your coffee, you got your little stove on, that can improve you by a couple, maybe even 5 degrees in your van. So for you, Celestial Hope, and you're going to go ahead and be in the Midwest, and it's wintertime, yeah, you're going to figure it out. Leave me suggestions on how you have figured it all out. What you're also going to need to do is go to some places during the day. go have coffee in a diner. You know, if you're going to a regular restaurant, they're probably going to want you to eat something, right? And then they need the tip and they're going to move it on. But if you can get yourself known in a little diner, they'll just keep bringing you coffee or hot water for tea, right? Order tea and then get a couple bags. Say, well, I need a couple bags. And then you can just, you know, like keep your tea going. And you could sit there and read or get on social media. Yeah, I mean, or you can go to the library and look at magazines, read a book. Even got plugs. You could be powering up your phones there. You can go walk around at the mall because it's going to be cold at the parks. Go walk around at the mall if they have a decent mall. Yeah. Yeah, there's places you can go during the day to get out of your van because it's going to be cold. You don't want to keep turning on your heater. What else was in this letter? And she says, I've used a car seat pad that's 12 volt and a 12 volt blanket. How do I keep warm? That's how I keep warm. I mean, I got my vest. I can use a battery pack for it. Yeah, that's how I use it. So, great questions, and they all coordinated together. And I hope that I helped you with your teeth issues. Anybody, just use your wastebasket. Get a little wastebasket if you got room for it, if that's what you want to use. And do it. If you just have a little bag around, make sure that you hit the bag. But I like this. I got this a few years ago from Walmart. And it's the right color scheme. And it was only like maybe $8. So, okay. So, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Leeway. And it's on Amazon. And if you want to give me a gift, a Christmas gift, or you just want to support me, go to minivanlee.com, click on gifts. And there's all amounts, $5, $10. It's just wonderful. I really appreciate all of you guys. Mwah. I love you guys. So I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Okay? Love you. Bye. Bye. Good things are coming our way.